It's 10:30 a.m. and you're in the place to be at CSLDallas, a spiritual community deep in the heart of Texas, connecting with kindred spirits around the world. And you are invited to explore or dive right into our powerful teachings, practices, mystical experiences, and heart-opening connections. And today, I speak my word with Dr. Tracy Brown. That's right. So join us as we will learn to grow ourselves, co-create with the universe, experience joy, all while transforming the world one life at a time. And we're so glad to have you in community, whether in person or virtually. So let's get it started with some uplifting music with our fabulous band and CSLDallas music team.
Okay, that was lovely. I have spent much of my time being around children, and I looked out and saw all these adult people opening up in sweet surrender, and it was like all the children were just here and ready and waiting for all that's to come. So thank you for that. My name's Deirdre. I am now a retired teacher. I need y'all to clap for that. Thank you. This was my first week to not go to school in many, many years. And so I think that's why I'm going to be a little nostalgic. That's why you look like children being vulnerable to what is. And I love that. Thank you for that. Okay. We're going to read our purpose statement right here. It's going to come up. There it is. So here we go. We are radically inclusive, spiritually progressive, transforming lives. And so it is. So, have you ever wondered what spiritual practices and principles really are and how they can make a difference in your life? Learn 10 key spiritual principles that will open you up to a whole new understanding of the spiritual nature of reality, and also the 10 keys that are spiritual practices which help unlock the principles for you to use each and every day. So again, practice. What a concept. The hybrid course, led by Dr. Petra Weldis, starts on August 28th and runs each Thursday until September 25th from 7 to 9:30 p.m. Central. And you can find out more by heading to CSLDallas.org. So, do you consider CSL Dallas your spiritual home? Yes. And what I also know is that my spiritual home is right here, but to get to be with other people who understand that spiritual is right here, that's home too. So thank you for that. Okay. If you do know that CSL Dallas is your spiritual home, then it's time for you to become a member of this community. We invite you to join us on September 7th for a light lunch following a light lunch. I love plays on words. It's going to be filled with light, but also light. Okay. All right. Boom. Thank you. I love that. Okay. I do. Sometimes you're so patient, too. I love that about y'all. Thank you. Okay, so on September 7th for a light lunch, followed by a membership orientation that explains what it means to be a member here at CSL Dallas. We also will have a new member presentation and commitment on Sunday, September 28th, to welcome you as official members in our community. So come and join us and learn all about the benefits and where your talents can shine in the light here at CSL Dallas. Now we're going to introduce someone who is just a big, shining, bright bundle of a person. Here's Ryan.
Well, hello, everyone. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me take this one off. That's my Voice of God hat. Let me put this one on. My communications man hat. So, yes, lighthearted, laughter, and joy. That's what we are here at CSL Dallas. And anything that comes up, we can overcome. And so I do want to let you all know that we have been experiencing some issues with our emails, if you guys haven't seen yet. Also, I do want to let you guys know that we have experienced some of our issues with our website, if you haven't noticed yet. So with that being said, what we are doing is we've set up some temporary emails in the meantime. If you can, there you go. It's our name with CSLDallas.org.onmicrosoft.com. You can reach out to any one of our staff members that direction. So what had happened is we had a temporary breach within our network, and we are currently working with our IT security team, which is IT First. Shout out IT First. Woo! Yes, they've been doing a heroic job trying to make sure that we get back into our network. Good news, none of your information has been breached. There's nothing that's out there on the dark web, which is great, right? That's all locked up and secured. Bad news is some of our files we haven't been able to get back into. So we'll be reaching out to our volunteers, starting to accumulate that and working in the meantime to gain access back into the things that we need to so we can continue to function. So with that being said, I also do want to let you guys know, call us, make sure to reach out to us. Our number is 972-866-9988, or you can always look for that information on our Google search. And this is a great day to do our spiritual mind treatment practice. We want you to hold consciousness for our community. It's clarity, it's safety, and it's well-being, because together we are coming together to unleash CSL Dallas 3.0. So that's all I had to share with you guys, and I'm going to turn it back over to Deidre. Thank you.
And I just get to be the person who introduces all these amazing people, because now it's Dr. Tracy Brown.
So I have the honor and the responsibility to share with the community about the transition of someone who's been in this community a really long time. Many of you may have seen this on Facebook already, but Dale Morgan asked me to please share with the entire community that Fran Morgan made her transition just a few days ago. So take a deep breath. For those of you who never met Fran, just understand that, and I think you can understand that in this community there is such closeness. And both Dale and Fran have been a part of this community for a really, really long time. So many people do know and have traveled with or have been in groups and meetings with Fran. There will be a memorial service. The date has not been set, and when it is, it'll be posted and it'll be shared from CSLDallas Communications. So please remember, one of our basic declarations of principles in science of mind is that we believe in the eternality, the immortality, and the continuity of every human soul. So we invite you to join together as a community and remember this truth, that Fran's soul is soaring now in a different way, and we can mourn the missing of her physical presence. So join me in a 10 seconds of silence in honor of Fran Morgan. And so it is.
And with that, we're going to continue to settle with our music team, who is Candy Willing, Stephanie, Aaron, and Shar, and the band. So.
You to join me in centering in me. Come to the present moment right now, whether you're here on the campus, anywhere you may be on this planet. Take a nice breath in and out and relax. And a chance to open your heart. Open your heart to all there is. That life, that divine heart, that impulse of life that you are, and let it flow through you. It's within you, that lovely flame, that soft flame that's glowing. Let that come in, move through you, throughout, surround you, and always be for you, for your support. In every aspect of your life, whatever that is, in relationships and business and health, absolutely every single thing. Open up to receiving that good, because that good is there for you. It's that banquet of life itself. Let it in and let it in and move through you, and as it moves through you, moves out and touches every single person around you on the planet. And so everyone on the planet can rejoice and experience in this heartfelt life itself that is all imposed from love. And I invite you to join me by declaring this so in your life by saying together, and so it is.
Open wide. place could be much brighter than tomorrow. And if you really try, you'll find there's no need to cry. In this place, you'll feel there's no hurt or sorrow. We could really get there if we cared enough for the living. Make a little space to make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you cared enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. If you want to know why, there's a love that cannot lie. And the fear, it only cares for joyful giving. If we try, we can see. In this bliss we cannot feel. Fear or dread, stop existing and start living. Then it feels that always love's enough for what's growing. Make a better world, make a better world. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you cared enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. And the dream that we're conceiving will reveal a joyful face. In the world we once believed in will shine again in grace. Then why do we keep strangling life when this earth crucify its soul? Though it's plain to see this love is heavenly. Be God's glow. We can fly so high that our spirits never die. In my heart, I feel you are all my brothers and sisters. Create a world with no fear. Together we'll cry happy tears. We see the nations turn their swords into plowshares. We could really get there if you cared enough for the living. Make a little space to make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you cared enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me. Heal the world.
Ooh, thank you, Brad and Jonathan and Alex. But thank you even more to Jamie Jackson. You all don't get to hear Jamie very much. You see him walking around, managing the sound, making adjustments, moving microphones. But he can sing, too. So this month, Spiritual Vibrations, we are really diving into what does it mean to live our practices. And we talk about spiritual practice a lot and what it is and how to use it and when to use it. But this month, we're actually experiencing it together. And the theme for today, in terms of all the different ways we have spiritual vibrations, is I Speak My Word. And that song that Michael Jackson wrote, Heal the World, is really an affirmation. It really, really is a treatment for having more love, more harmony, more unity in the world. And so when we talk about spiritual mind treatment, which we do a lot as one of the main and primary practices that we use within Science of Mind and right here at CSLDallas, many people will be like, what is a treatment? And so instead of telling you about treatment, we're going to invite you to experience it, and maybe you'll have your own definition of what a treatment is. It is a form of affirmative prayer, and I love that Ernest Holmes wrote that when we pray, we must believe. So treatment is a way of anchoring in that which we believe about whatever condition or circumstance we are trying to create. So always when we pray, we must believe. Our idea of prayer is not so much asking God for things. It's much more of believing that we already have any and everything that we want. It already exists in the universe. It already is available to each one of us. It already is, even if appearances are deceiving. And so we use spiritual mind treatment to have a conscious realization, nod to the people who were in the class this morning, a conscious realization that we are simply speaking the truth, the capital T truth, the divine truth, the absolute truth when we are doing treatment. So it's not enough, it's great. It is great for Jamie to sing, Heal the World, make it a better place. And when we do treatment, we know that that is already true. Right? Some of you aren't so sure. So I'm going to invite 4 of our practitioners, our licensed practitioners, to join me. And we are going to go from where Jamie set the stage for us to be thinking about healing the world, making it a better place. And we are going to do a treatment. Please, by the time I finish this sentence, I would love to have 2 practitioners on this side and 2 on that side, that we are going to lock in the idea of world harmony.
All right, let's take a breath and release it and just go within. What I know is that Spirit is always present. Spirit is present right here, right now. It's always present, all-knowing, always flowing. Spirit is the harmony of the universe. Just like the symphony. The symphony Each and every instrument has its part to play. But together, the music that it makes, the harmony that it makes, the beauty that it makes, is the beauty and harmony of spirit. And just as each and every person in this room is that individual instrument of the world, together we make that symphony. And I know the symphony continues to play in harmony, and that harmony is the synchronicity of the life that we are leading.
I know that I am part of that harmony, that I am that unique individualized expression that speaks, that knows, that understands in only the way that I can. I am the synchronicity. I am part of that connecting web. I am part of that harmony. It is in, through, and as each one of us to be part of that harmony. I know this is as my truth. I absolutely know it as the truth of each one of us.
And having that consciousness said so beautifully, what I know is absolutely true, is that harmony within each person and throughout the world is already a real thing. That is what it has been created to be. So I turn away from any political polarity. I turn away from the existence of wars. I turn away from anything that seems to be discord and disagreement in the world, knowing that people from all countries, people from all states, people from all neighborhoods find a way to return to the basis of harmony in their individual lives and in the collective experience. This is the truth. This is what it means to make a better world. This is what it means to make a better world for every person that has been created and for all of life, not just people, but for all forms of life. World harmony is already existing in the mind of God, and so it must be manifested in the full and physical experience.
And knowing and affirming this truth, I add my word that each and every one of us is part of this harmonious world, part of this harmonious humanity. Each and every one of us has this harmony inside. We are in harmony. Every single word we say, every single step we take, every single action we do, and harmoniously make the world a better place, just it should be. It is in mind of God, as Tracy said, and it is in reality with us, through us right now.
And I express gratitude. Great thanks for knowing these words have been spoken, the belief in them, that divine belief that this is the truth that can't be changed is unwavering, because this is a law of life itself. It's that deep and that strong, it's unwavering, and my belief in that is held stronger through these words. And I move that forward with gratitude, releasing this into the law, releasing it completely, such that I know with this belief so deep and strong and roots that go deep and wide, that it is in place. It is in place in such a movement and such a strength that it is with the law, moving forward with the law. The law takes that up, what it's given, and moves forward with it, and it cannot be stopped.
I simply release these words into that law with joyous anticipation and celebration. And so it is.
And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. When we use spiritual mind treatment, we are healing a condition that doesn't necessarily mean it is broken. We are healing from wherever we are to wherever we want to be. And Ernest Holmes reminds us that spiritual healing is not willing for something to happen. It is not wishing that something would happen. It is not beseeching and begging for something to happen. And it is not just simply repeating a lot of formulas that you can memorize and then, it's magic. That's not what spiritual mind treatment is. Treatment is the reminder for us to stand in that place where we know that if God or Spirit, the Creator, universe, whatever word really resonates with you, if God created you after its own nature, if you have been made in the spiritual image and nature of the divine, then the thing you're after is already you. Right? It is already existing within you. You can tap into it. You are able to use it. And that's what we are doing when we are using writing, speaking, thinking, spiritual mind treatment. We are speaking our word with clarity. We are speaking our word knowing absolutely the truth. And in order for us to do that, Ernest Holmes reminds us that it calls for faith and it calls for understanding. A real deep understanding of what is going on in the spiritual law, the way the spiritual law works, and that we have complete, total conviction that God is right where I am. I am here, God is here. God is here, I am. Wherever I am, God is. And life is speaking through me, working through me, manifesting more life as me. And if you do not do treatment from that place, that inner knowing, then your words may be pretty, but they do not have the power to shift whatever is happening and shift into whatever it is you want to experience. Does that make sense? So just for this moment, right, I ask you, does that make sense? Can you actually process that mentally? Do you understand it? Because when we are in the process of prayer or treatment, we are actually living in this. And if you don't know it, then you can't breathe from that place. You can't speak from that place. You cannot demand upon the universe a change or a shift. And so this is really important. And this is what I want you to be experiencing, feeling, and knowing as we go through the rest of our time together this morning. Now, is there anyone in the room and is there anyone online who could use a little boost in terms of health or wholeness? Physical, mental, or emotional health. Physical, mental, or emotional health. Yes? Well, this treatment is for you. If you are online and you could use a boost with health, mental, physical, or emotional health, this treatment is for you. And I'm going to ask 2 people on this side and 2 people on this side to come to the aisle. I'm going to ask Anita and Willene to stand in the aisle over here. I am going to ask Denise and Janice to stand in the aisle over here. Because as this treatment is happening, I want you to space out just a little bit. I want you to hold consciousness for what's going on in the room. So spread out so that you can hold consciousness for what's going on in the room as Avis offers this treatment for health and wholeness.
Moving into this center of being, where the heart is beating, blood is flowing. There is this system of harmonious expression throughout this whole beingness of life, actually. There is a grand design. It is not an isolated, effective piece or part. All are required, and all are harmoniously working together. That is the system, the design, the wholeness of life itself. So the sum of its parts are so much greater than the individual. And in this robustness of design, we see it in nature as the seasons, the plants knowing exactly when the seedlings need to shoot up and get to that sun, or leave into the next iteration, into the ground again as they mature. Life is forever cycling, recycling, and knowing itself in this divine intelligence. Because there is really only one thing happening here. It is that divine intelligence that orchestrated, that designed, and continues to replicate, support, and revitalize all that is. Life is in everything. Life is that it has never left its created. So this charge of life, this robustness of life expressing and expanding is built right into the system. And nothing, everything has that. It doesn't matter if it's a stone or a planet. It has that ability. So I'm going to speak this treatment from the I. And in this treatment, let my words be your words. I am. So I am imbued with this oneness built right in, and it is from this place that I speak my word for Avis, and I am the one who is whole, perfect, and complete. By this grand design, I notice that I'm not left out, I am included. And this ability to establish and reestablish wholeness is perfect for my body. It is perfect inside me as all of the machinations of moving into the next expression of life happen. I simply notice that there's only wholeness working right here, right now. The divine intelligence that set itself into this body absolutely knows how to maintain that wholeness. The reciprocity of all the organ systems functions, all of the muscle groups, the beautiful design of breath. It knows to tell each cell when and what. The same is true for my emotional life. I claim for myself that I am the one who can say how it goes. I choose. I choose wholeness, and I choose joy. So I choose these things. I remember that this is the truth, recognizing that there is nothing missing. There is only wholeness and health. I gratefully claim it. I am grateful for the time to speak these truths. I am grateful that Spirit always says yes, because the law always works. So I simply release these words into law, knowing the yes is there. And so it is.
And so it is. Did anybody feel a shift? Yeah, it's okay to raise your hands. Online, it's okay to put yes in the chat. Did you feel the shift? Not did you think about a shift. Did you feel the shift? And what you may need to be reminded of is, as Ava spoke for herself, she spoke in I words so that you could hear I and take it in as your own words, your truth. Because there are no exceptions. If it is true for one, it is true for all. And you may also notice that as we are experiencing treatment, the practitioner does not need to know what happened. In spiritual healing, it is unnecessary for the practitioner or the client to know just what caused the trouble, what was the condition, what was the problem, what was the circumstance, what is all the drama that you've created around it. It's unnecessary to know any of that. What is important to know is what harmonious powers or qualities need to come together in order to create the outcome that you want to have, because each one of us is already equipped to have that outcome. So we go from health and wholeness into financial freedom. And if you are able and comfortable and you are in the room and you would like to fully receive this treatment for financial freedom without anything obstructing the flow of the energy, then I'm going to invite you when the treatment begins to stand so that you can feel the full power of the treatment. And if you are in the room or if you are online and you're like, I don't need any financial freedom. Everything is fine in my finances. That is great, and we are happy for you. And so you are the ones who will be holding the consciousness for everyone else. So if you are in the room and you're not feeling like a treatment for financial freedom is what you are needing right now, then I invite you, when there are people standing in the room, to hold up your hands towards someone close to you, to also accelerate the energy for the delivery and the manifestation of that aspect of financial freedom that they are putting in their mind and that Cindy is treating for. So you're either receiving the treatment or you are holding consciousness for everyone else who is requesting and receiving this treatment. And that goes for you all online as well. If you want to receive this treatment fully through all of the energetic, then I invite you to stand up at home if you are able to do so. And if you are simply holding consciousness, I invite you to put that in the chat. Holding consciousness for highest good, holding consciousness for financial freedom, because we are doing this together. We are moving into a higher energy around finances and financial security and our financial health. And we are going to be taken there by Cindy Young.
So as I breathe into this moment, I am reminded of the abundance of spirit. Each and every breath is an example of the abundance in the air. There's no limitation to the amount of air. There's not just enough air for me or just enough air for other people in this room. The air that we breathe is the abundance of spirit. It powers all of life at all times, in all places. There's no lack or limitation in the breath. And I'm reminded that spirit's abundance is present in so many ways. All I have to do is look around. The number of drops of water in the ocean, the abundance of that, the number of grains of sand on the beach, number of stars and galaxies in the universe. There's no limitations to that which is spirit. And all that I am is spirit, and spirit flows in, through, and as me. I can't be outside of that, and neither can anyone who is within the sound of my voice. Spirit is made manifest as each of us, right here, right now. Everything that I need is always available to me. Everything. There's no exception. Place of knowing of the oneness that I am in the abundance that is spirit, I speak my word on behalf of everybody in this room. Those that already feel they have financial freedom, and those that are ready to accept the abundance that is already theirs. And so what I claim and I know is the financial freedom that each and every person desires is already theirs. They can't be outside of that. Money flows with abundance, with ease, with grace. You don't have to know. I don't have to know. No one has to know where it comes from. We just know that that financial freedom, that prosperity is always flowing into our lives in all magnificent and unexpected ways. There is no limitation to it. And I just simply release any lack or worry of what may occur. Any lack mentality is just completely obliterated in this moment, because we know that the abundance and prosperity of the universe is always flowing into our lives. So money is always flowing. The law of circulation is always happening. And as we give, we receive. As we give, we receive. And we're open to receiving our good in all aspects of our life. We can't be outside of it. And we just claim it. We just claim it right here, right now. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to each and every person in the sound of my voice right now. I claim it. I know it. And so as we listen and allow that good to come through, I just simply sit in celebration of the good that I am receiving. Celebration of knowing that I am abundant, that each and every person in this planet is abundant. and that there's not just a little for me and a little for someone else. There is no limit to what any of us can receive. So I sit in the grateful celebration of knowing that truth. I let it go and release it into the law, knowing it is already done. And so we let it be and we let it go. And so it is.
For some people who just experienced that truth being expressed, there was a human thought. It would be a miracle if I ever experienced financial freedom. That would be a miracle. And so this is the perfect time to be reminded that in reality, there are no miracles. What seems to be the miracle, it's just the effect of a supremely natural law and us being in alignment with that law, of us using our faith in spiritual mind treatment and in other ways to bring about a demonstration. Now, if you can believe that there is a demonstration that you can receive $100 in the next 30 days, if you can believe that, there is no difference to the universe between $100 and $100,000. So Ernest Holmes reminds us that if you can believe in the least demonstration, you can also bring about and believe in the greatest demonstration. Big and small only exist in the minds of humanity. So don't block your blessings. Now, for one more treatment, we want to look at another area that we as licensed practitioners and spiritual coaches get asked to do treatment about a lot. And that is thriving relationships. That could be relationships, personal and romantic. It could be relationships in the workplace. It could be relationships in your homeowners association or your neighborhood. It could be relationships in any shape or form. And I'm going to invite you, if you are on the line, to stand for this one as well, if that is something that is really important to you. And if you're in the room and you particularly want some of this thriving relationship energy, then I'm going to invite you to actually be brave and courageous enough to get out of your seat, not just stand, but to also come down to the front of the room so that there are not even the chairs or other people between you and the energy that Jan is going to set up. So if you know relationship is what you want to work on, whether it's at work or at home or with your kids or with, your child who lives across the country, it doesn't matter. I'm going to invite you to either stand up or to please come down to the front of the room. There are 5 seats right at the front. If you don't think you can stand through the whole treatment, please begin moving now so that when Jan starts, you are already in place. And if you are not coming to the front of the room or standing, your job is to do what? Hold the consciousness. Know the truth that Jan speaks for the people who are requesting this treatment is the energy that is true. That's what it means to hold the consciousness. Consciously hold the consciousness for those who have requested to receive this treatment.
Take a breath. Recognizing right in this moment the power of infinite love, the presence the wisdom that is always present, always available. It is that self-givingness of the Creator itself to each one of its beloveds. It is the recognition that that love is always, without question, an absolute capital R reality. For we are the individualized expressions of that infinite love. We are that expression made manifest in this human form. It impulses us always. It intuits us always. It speaks in that soft, quiet, still, kind voice. It is a voice of compassion. It is a voice that is speaking always within each one of us. I absolutely know this truth for myself. I absolutely know that there is no one left out of this truth. I know it exists in each one of us. I know that it is from that place that I trust that Spirit is working always within me. And so, if I know this is true for me, I absolutely know it is true for every single person within the sound of my voice. And it is my strong intention that on a daily, I stand and come from that place of truth. That I stand first in the relationship with the infinite, with the knowing and trusting of who I am. That I am that love that is so given to me in every moment. I stand in that truth even when there may be a challenge. Maybe a loved one who might not be behaving the way I think that I would prefer that they would behave. It may be in that coworker who has an opinion that is 180 degrees different from mine. And yet I stand in the truth that that coworker has within that human self that infinite love and the relationship to it. So as a daily practice, I stand in the power and the presence of love, infinite love, the relationship to it that I have personally, and from that, it radiates out to any other I may meet or touch within that day. I am truly grateful to know the absolute truth of these words. I'm truly grateful to know that as I align with that truth, as I accept that truth, that my life unfolds for good and ever greater good. It is from that place of gratitude that I can easily release these words. I just let them go. I let them be. I absolutely know they are so. And I affirm with you. And so it is.
So it is. It is important for us to remember that it's not our spirit or our soul that needs to be made whole. It's our mental reactions to life that need healing. It is the stories we make up that block the truth. Spiritual mind treatment allows us to open our hearts and our way of being to what needs to be revealed. And when that happens, we all say together, TSRW. TSRW. We do treatment in order to effect a change. We do treatment not to earn points. We do treatment to manifest something new and different in our lives. And when that happens at CSL Dallas, we say TSRW, which means this something really works. This science really works. This shit really works. This stuff really works. Whatever S word you are more comfortable with, but it works. And so in the language of metaphysics, which Science of Mind is a part of metaphysics, we call that a demonstration. A demonstration is a manifestation. And we're going to take about 3 minutes to hear about an actual demonstration that we can celebrate that shows up as a demonstration, has shown up as a demonstration of world harmony, creating opportunities for that, a demonstration of financial freedom, having the money to do certain things. It relates to relationships and building relationships. It relates to everything that we have talked about or prayed into today, because many of you know we have sent teens to teen camp for many, 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 many years. And this year we didn't send a group of teens, but Bakari went to be a guide and to also have a slightly different experience as someone who now is a little bit, just a tiny bit older than the campers. And so we want to make sure that we all know about that. So Bakari at the podium, or do you want the mic? You want the mic? Ask for what you want, not what you don't want.
Thank you, Tracy. Yes, I'm Bakari Issa. I'm the acting, well, I guess not acting anymore because my term is up, but I was the acting teen leadership representing CSL Dallas. I was up here last summer talking with Charles about how excited we were to represent CSL Dallas, and I really still am. And I really couldn't have put it better myself. I was gonna try to explain all the stuff, you know, teen leadership, Padawans, adult leadership, and that probably would have bored you guys to death. But yeah, she's right. I had a lot of experiences through a lot of camps, but this one in particular was very cathartic, very emotional, but it was also more educational than any of the other ones. Even though technically I was teen leadership, I was taking a leadership role, and I was also trained as an advisor, and I was there to help the campers. It really taught me a lot of things about myself, because last year when I was elected, a lot of things were converging in my life. Good, bad, you know, in between, más o menos, as some would say. And It was difficult for me to really, gauge them all. I was going to college, I was going away, I was going to be teen leadership, and it was just a lot of adjustments that were going to be going on. But truly, thanks to CSL, and I really, really, really want to stress this because this is what I was telling my campers, Center for Spiritual Living. Can I say it? I'm going to say it again. Center for Spiritual Living. It's not a religion, it's spiritual. Has anyone seen the sign that's over there that says any size, any shape, any religion? What are the other ones? Anything. So all of you are welcome. So yeah, anything. I've been telling them it's not a religion, it's spirituality, but it's also a tool. Some of the centers that are all the way in other states are called CSA, Center for Spiritual Awareness, but this is a practice of Center for Spiritual Living. And I've been so blessed to be here because I know you guys are tired of me saying this, but I was back here when I was this small. The kids center was up there. Now it's in there. We have a big, hallways, and we have different rooms, and people serve us snacks now. It's awesome. So I'm living large, honestly. These kids don't even know what I had to go through. But yeah, so it really is a blessing to have been exposed to this because living is truly a gift. Living is, I'm losing the word right now. It's a gift. It's a privilege. Thank you. It's a privilege. It's a privilege to live, and it's a privilege to be part of CSL. And it's been a privilege to serve as a team leader. So let me rope it into what Tracy was saying. A lot of things happened at camp, as I was saying. And specifically, I just want to talk about speaking. Because although, yes, I'm right here. I have the jacket. I have the jacket on, I served it. There's going to be pictures of me somewhere on someone's Facebook of me, getting water dumped on my head by a camper, doing all this stuff, running around like a headless chicken for all the campers and stuff like that. But truthfully, to get there, I had to speak. Like I said earlier, a lot of things were converging in my life all at once, negative and positive. Of course, CSL was positive. The adjustment was and it was negative, and there was things going on, outside of CSL, but I wasn't speaking so much. And what got me there, for people to say, I want you to run, Bakari. I believe in you. For people to come up to me during this last camp, last July, and be like, hey, can I confide in you this important information? It took me to opening my mouth and talking. Asking, you shall receive. That's why I have this mic in my hand. I'm not standing over the podium. Yeah, anyway. Thank you. So, speak. Speak, ask, and you shall receive. And I guess that's really it. Thank you.
So the back of his shirt says Shine Through, and then it says CSL Summer Teen Camp 2025. So look for Bakari in Barong Lounge, ask him more questions. Thank you so much. And just this past week, I saw a photograph of Bakari. It was folks up here on the stage. Bakari was over here. And I think he was standing up, and he was about this tall with this big smile. And so we grow them great here, yes? Yeah. Okay, so treatment, yes. Treatment, sometimes takes a little bit longer than we thought because we're letting God say the words and not us. So thanks for your hanging in there. We're moving to the close of this service, and it would be great if I would go in the right direction. For those of you who can see the slides, it is time for us to simply affirm all that we have done today. And I'm going to turn it over to Deirdre.
I got double here because I'm abundant. Yeah, no feedback. Well, yeah, no feedback from y'all. What we need now is to affirm, acknowledge, and to continue the circle of giving here at CSL. So we're going to say our abundance affirmation together. Here we go. As I accept my oneness with divine abundance, I live in the continual expectancy that every good thing in my experience shall be multiplied. Today is filled with blessings for CSL Dallas, our community, and our world. We are guided, prospered, and loved by the divine presence, and we are grateful for our continual good, and so it is. And so it is. So there's lots of ways you can give. I think you know this. But you can give online, and you can send a check or put that check in the basket. Also, that basket has technology. It has a QR code. If you want to use your phone, just zap the QR code in the basket. And it's being passed out right now. So, if you are ready to go beyond simple affirmation and materialistic use of the law of attraction and take your spiritual life and manifestation into a whole new practice, a whole new level, then this course called The Art and Science of Spiritual Mind Treatment is for you. And we obviously just got a little bit of demonstration, but now you can practice it by going deeper within in the oneness, with the oneness, and use consciously and creatively this technology as a pure, I am so excited, I'm just, okay. All that we have just done, you can do in this class and experience daily, moment to moment, and transform your life completely to be an anchor for your own spiritual practice for a lifetime. This is an online course, and it's Tuesday, September 9th through October 28th from 7 to 9:30 p.m. You can learn more and register at CSLDallas.org. And as always, it is lovely to be in community with you and for all of you to do what we do. And now we're going to join the music team and stand up and sing. With our microphone.